is Jennifer and welcome back to my channel. So today I have a creative makeup look for you. It is going to be Christmas wreath themed. I've seen a bunch of people do this on Instagram and Pinterest where they have like the wreath running around their face. So that is what I'm going to attempt. I'm going to do like a very ornament heavy one because that's a fun way to get like a lot of colors in here and it helps separate like the green. I think something like this is what I'm going for. I just found this on Pinterest. As usual, I'll be voicing over and linking everything down below. So let's get started. Okay, so first of all, I am going to cover both my eyebrows, and you can totally skip this part if you've already seen me do this, but I'm just applying a very generous amount of purple disappearing glue stick and then combing this through. I'm going to be painting over my eyebrows, so I'm not super stuck on how great they look, so I'm only going to do this one time. I'm combing it through with that disposable mascara brush, and then after it fully dries, packing on that setting powder. And then because my eyebrows are so dark, I'm taking an orange liquid lipstick and just blending that over my eyebrows to try to color correct a little bit. Again, I'm painting over these, so I don't know if this step was absolutely necessary, but I'm going to go ahead and just pile on a bunch of concealer on top of that to start the cover up process. And that is basically it for my blocking eyebrows bit of this tutorial. I'm gonna go ahead and just slap foundation on all over my face, and this is just the color that I am usually. This is the Maybelline 128 Super Stay Foundation. I am also going to cover up my lips as well because I will be painting over this, and then I'm taking a big fluffy brush with some setting powder and setting this all over my face. So like all of my creative makeup tutorials, I always start with a white eyeliner to outline what I'm trying to draw, because if I just go in first with face paint, it's going to be a mess. So I'm doing a Christmas wreath with like a bow in the middle. I think this is like a fun way to spruce up like a Christmas wreath look, and then I'm going to go ahead and just draw a bunch of ornaments on my face. So in the picture that I showed you earlier from Pinterest, the ornaments were like a couple of different sizes and they were like overlapping with each other, and so that's kind of what I tried to draw, just like totally random, asymmetrical. Next, I'm going to take this color Flash palette that I have from Amazon. It is an oil-based face paint, and so it is great to blend, but it is an absolute horror to wash out of makeup brushes, or at least I have not found a good way to wash the paint out. So I like to use disposable like lip gloss wands, as you see me using here. I'm just picking a couple of different colors that I thought would be fun for ornaments, and the palettes happen to have some metallic gold and silver, so I used that too. And then I had to blend my own purple, but I really thought I needed another color besides for like pink and blue because it was getting too like gender reveal-y. Anyway, I'm not going to spend too long here on the shading because you'll see later that it really didn't matter that I did this, but I'm doing a darker color and a lighter color, so like white and then some darker colors, just to help with the shading and to make the ornaments look a little bit more 3D. And then I'm going to go ahead and start with the bow. So the bow, I'm envisioning like a red ribbon with like white, you know, if the ribbon was like flat, it would be white on the top and bottom, like outlined with white. So then I just started to outline the white and fill in with the red. I wasn't totally loving how this worked out, so I'm actually going to fix it later in the video when I change my mind, but that's what I started with. And then I'm taking that same giant fluffy brush and just setting the face paint on my face because it is grease-based, so it won't dry. Next, I'm taking the Mehron Paradise face paints, and I'm taking the green out of this. This one is water-based, so this one will dry, but I'm going to go ahead and just take that green and just kind of have at it in between the ornaments, outside of the ornaments, on the inside of my face. I'm trying to draw like the greenery and the like evergreen bits that are here. I was not too sure how to do that, and I think as I was going, I was starting to realize that it kind of looked a little bit more like grass than it did like evergreen branches, but I just kind of like still went with it, and so I added some brown as well on the stems to try to make it look less grassy, I guess. I was starting to, because of like the vibrant and pastel colors, I was starting to feel like this was looking like Easter eggs in grass, but I just like kept trying to save it with dark green and brown face paint to try to get the greenery to look less grassy. But as you can see, you know, you're helping create that 3D effect by drawing over the ornaments and just making sure that it's stemming from in between the ornaments, and then it's totally okay to draw over the ornaments as it is like covering some of the ornaments. So like I mentioned earlier, this is where I ended up fixing my bow to make it look more 3D. So I just took a Q-tip and I like wiped lines over the top, and then I'm filling it in with white face paint. This is back to like the grease-based face paints that I was using earlier. And then I'm taking a little bit of black and just covering this top part so that it looks more like it's shadowed. I think this really helped make the bow look less awkward, I guess. I wasn't like totally loving how it looked, but I think this made a difference. Like I said, because I thought I was still getting Easter egg vibes, I actually took some eyeshadow, just like the matching colors, but a little bit darker, and just started patting it onto the ornaments. I wanted it to look more vibrant instead of pastel, and I think this did help, but it basically just like undid all of my shading work in the beginning of the video. But I think it did help with the whole Easter egg thing. But I did have to end up going back with some of the white face paint that I was using earlier, just to bring back the highlights in the individual ornaments to help them look more 3D and more like there's actually light reflecting off of them. So at this point, I just decided that this is what it's going to look like and I should stop touching it. Okay, so that is it for my attempt at the Christmas wreath. Like I said, I kept getting Easter egg vibes and I kept trying to make the ornaments more vibrant, but you know what? I think it still looks believable that it is a Christmas wreath with ornaments, so we're gonna go with it. This was still so fun to make, and I definitely learned some things about working with these paints. Let me know what you guys want to see moving forward. I love doing these creative looks for you guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button at the bottom, and I hope to see you next time. Bye!